Hi, I'm Melissa Giovanelli, founder and CEO of NetWhirling, and I'm here today to talk about branding and growing your brand through writing a book and extending that book line out. Let's start with a book that I am familiar with, and so I can show you an example of, which is NetWhirling. NetWhirling was brought out in the year 2000. It was co-authored at that time with Jocelyn Carter Miller, Chief Marketing Officer of Motorola. During the year 2000, we partnered with the Chicagoland Chamber, who also offered us a free space to do what we called NetWhirling boot camps. We also partnered with Fast Company of Friends group in Chicago that had 800 members. At that time, there were 80 people who started in NetWhirling, and we formed what we call Power of 10 circles. As a result of that first session, NetWhirling became number 10 on Amazon in Chicago and held that spot for an entire year as we took through almost 1,000 people through NetWhirling. That was a great experience, and since that time, flash forward, we've grown the brand of NetWhirling to include things like the NetWhirling guidebook. Here's the guidebook that has 7 steps of NetWhirling. And we offer it to organizations. We've licensed it through Train the Trainer programs, and we've licensed it to places like Motorola University and Yale University. Now I'm licensing Motorola through licensees throughout the country. We've already licensed 6 this year, and now we've been able to create NetWhirling guidebooks in places where they've been published. We've published this one on CreateSpace, and it sells to the public for $24.95, and we also sell it into organizations, and we sell it through our licensees. So you can see you can create a lot of brand extensions with your book. Another unique thing that you can do is try out games. This is a card game that I created a number of years ago, and I'll give you an example of how it works. It's called the NetWhirling Support Exchange Model. Sally Helgeson, who wrote Female Advantage and Thriving 24/7 at a conference for Fortune brands, called this the Holy Grail for building trust. And so what we did is create this group of cards, and what we say is, for example, you can be a giver, a taker, or an exchanger in NetWhirling. A taker takes lots of cards, and then you can't discern who's the quality connection for you or not. On the other hand, a giver can end up with 0 cards at the end of the year because they've given so much. The goal in NetWhirling, which is a good visual with the cards, is to create an exchange, a vibrant exchange, where you're giving and receiving support, so you have an ongoing sustainable relationship. So that's just one example of how you can extend beyond the books, even beyond the guidebooks, into games. So what will you do for your book? What will you do to grow the brand continued out through your book? There are a lot of tools online through ebooks, through what we call tips booklets. So think about it for your organization. And remember, come visit us. I'll have more in the future on NetWhirling. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.